All right, so we're live tonight. We got two dudes, three legs, two dudes, money magnets, and the one, Anthony Serino, is in the house.
This guy's a real money magnet here.
And we got some cool ideas we're going to throw around. We're going to talk about some do-nothing products. And you guys are the talent, so you guys feel free to speak up at any moment. Tell me stop, tell me rewind, tell me play. You guys are the boss, all right?
All right.
All right, first up we got shake weight.
Shake weight? That's a real weight? That's not a fake
Oh, I got a good story about a shake weight.
No, it's a real product, but it doesn't really do anything for you.
We got a kid on our team that
So what you're saying is it's one of these?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, huh?
oscillates.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. Who gave Sean a mic?
It's the first time ever.
Bro, shake weight is definitely a good workout. Have you ever like made a protein shake and you really got to fucking get in there because the top of the fucking protein's stuck at the top of the cup and you can't get it?
Google how many sales did shake weight have. That's what how much money they make.
You called it a do-nothing product?
Yes.
Pseudoscience.
I think it's a good product. I think it's...
How do you know? How the fuck do you know it's a good product?
I actually don't think it is.
Yeah.
Racked
Because
up
it's sold a lot?
$1.2 billion in sales.
What? Wow. You know why? Because every stay-at-home mother's got one, and it just sits in the corner. She does nothing with it. I'm serious. They don't use it.
I bought it as a gift for Cameron Ablos one time.
Is this a real? Oh, come on. You know they make one where at the end it squirts
Yo, but
water on
look
you
at it.
to cool you down after your workout. You just shake it and it goes in your face.
What'd you guys get me into tonight?
Just
Bryce
having
was
some
just-
fun.
We're just trying to get you in trouble.
Come have a nice podcast.
We're just trying to get you in trouble. That's all. Nothing too big.
I apologize to my
Nothing too serious.
followers.
Ellen DeGeneres does not know how to work that thing.
Fuck, hold on.
You know, when I first saw it, I thought it was battery powered.
Bro, you're moving a half a millimeter.
Whatever year that thing came out.
All the inertia is being consumed by the other end when you're shaking it. So it's literally not a workout. It's
No,
a
it is
non-existent workout.
Yes, it is.
No.
You're tensing your bicep and tricep like rapidly. Oh.
So you feel them tightening and toning instantly, giving you visible results in just 6 minutes a day.
Has your husband stopped talking to you? Do you need to give him the best hand job you've ever given? Shake weight.
This is crazy. Wait, what is this? I thought I was playing a good thing.
I don't think this is
I think it's a different website, Bryce.
Oh, chill out, lady.
Oh, no. Sorry. All right, let's move to the next one.
Wow.
All right,
Give me some
next up.
pseudoscience to get
You
into.
guys got me blushing.
So what about Skechers shape-ups? Does anyone remember that?
Oh,
They popped off for a minute.
Yeah, that was popping.
What they're supposed to make your butt rounder or something?
And calves.
Your calves.
Your whole leg is supposed to calves in your...
You know those people that walk only on their toes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always have jacked calves. So I guess it kind of works.
Jacked calves. Yeah, but what does that have to do with Skechers?
The shape ups, bro, they have the big heel. So like you would walk like on your toes more.
Is that the whole thing? Let's
so,
watch the
right?
video. Take it to the video.
I think Alex Tormosi wears those.
Nah, bro, he wears those croc looking things.
Utility.
Yeah. You've seen his video about that when he's that guy.
You see him talking about his shorts?
Yeah. He's hysterical
Ready to go.
Talking about it, what did he say about his shorts?
about how they have to fit, they have to serve all the purposes. He has to be able to wear them in the gym, wear them in a restaurant, wear them out, and always just be good in them and comfortable,
He
and
is
they
a
don't
man
stink.
of efficiency.
Yeah.
Oh, this is from Super Bowl XLIV.
Also, me and Serino right
Get
now
in
are
shape
matching with
without
our New
setting foot in
Balances.
the gym with shape-ups from Skechers.
Mine are just
I
tan.
already feel a difference in the way my jeans fit.
My feet, legs, and back don't hurt at all anymore.
I spent 16 years on the football field, and Skechers shape-ups have improved my
I haven't
surfing
gotten
posture.
laid in
Get
3
in
years.
shape. Shape-ups from
Shape-ups.
Skechers.
How old was that commercial?
2006.
Wow. That's how long shape-ups have been out?
Wow. Has agreed to pay $40 million settlement charges that the company deceived customers.
Consumers by making
Can you
unfounded
repeat
claims.
that from the top again, Zach?
The Federal Trade Commission announced that Skechers USA / Inc. has agreed to pay $40 million to settle charges that the company deceived consumers by making unfounded claims that shape-ups would help people lose weight and strengthen tone and their buttocks, legs, abdomen muscles.
Any thoughts? Are consumers stupid? Is the company actually being malicious in this action? What do you think, guys?
I don't know. There's so many things like that.
They
I feel
agreed to pay $40 million. They probably made a so much more than that selling them.
Yo, what's their name?
How much
just
did they
had,
make?
What's the other? Bang Energy just paid like 180 million for saying that they had super creatine, but the word super in creatine was false. So
It was just regular
Yeah.
creatine.
So I don't know. I feel like you just.
It's
can
amazing what
never-
they sue people for. Imagine being at the court case.
Yeah.
Remember when the person burnt themselves with the McDonald's coffee?
Yeah, and now they have to have the warning.
You can't even handle your own cup of coffee.
How do you go to court for that? Like,
Yo, there's a whole thing though now of like,
Litigious society.
yeah, where people just
sue.
Like you just wait till you can sue
Guys,
so you can make money.
guys, I bought these Skechers 6 months ago. My ass is hardly toned. I'm suing. Takes it to
Yo, and
court.
they
No,
win.
it doesn't stop there. They get a lawyer. Hey, man, I got to say, I bought these Skechers 6 months ago. Look at my flabby fat ass. Let's take it to court. Dude, I think we really got a case here. I'm going to take it to court. They go to court. Then it's in court. There's got to be evidence. This lady shows up with her flabby fat ass as, what do they call it when they, what is
Flabby
it?
fat ass.
No, but look at whatever
Pancake?
it's called. A.
Exhibit?
Exhibit A. Look at her flabby fat ass. Exhibit B. Look at her untoned calves. Bang, bang, bang. Case over. $40 million. Her flabby fat ass. You need to pay $40 million because her ass is flabby.
She's got a bad case of no ass at all.
No ass at all. Yeah. But like, could you imagine that's how it went? I want to know how the court case went. It was probably like a comedy special, right? You got to
I
imagine.
agree 100%. I don't even know what else to say. You
Is
said
the
it
evidence
all.
public? Can we see like the
said it all.
images they were showing, like to prove that their ass did not grow?
Right?
Yo.
I want to
Before-
see
is there
Exhibit
before and
A.
after?
There's just an ass sagging.
Wait, look who that is.
Is that Kim Kardashian?
So
Was she wearing them on her chest?
Wait, that's really Kim?
they did it. They must have done a campaign.
Skechers Club.
Damn,
Oh,
remember
yeah,
when
they did
Kim
do a
was less
campaign.
than 90% polysaturated fats in her fucking injectable skin face? I don't know if any of that made sense.
All right, next up.
Yo.
I think this is a lawsuit associated with vitamin water.
because it's not
Because it
actually vitamins.
Doesn't have vitamins.
Well, I mean,
The triple X I used to take to the neck every day.
They were good, right?
Yeah.
It was like that one
I
flavor.
don't care if I was getting vitamins or not.
That flavor carried the whole brand.
Acai.
Remember the white flavor?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, me neither. Nobody does. Because it was garbage.
Do you remember those bracelets that people used to wear? Everyone in baseball used to wear them. And it had like a little piece of copper on the inside. It was like a little circle.
Yeah.
And everyone used to say they would make you stronger and faster and all
yeah.
that. Do you remember that?
No.
They got like those copper sleeves too, like copper
Yeah.
tone or whatever it's called.
Yeah, well, that's newer now. That's all over the
It's
place.
all pseudoscience.
But they had the ones that were like a wristband, that were just a little wristband with a little copper thing. And it was everyone wore them for the longest time.
What an idiot. Who would buy something that stupid?
Yes,
Is that my EMF blocker? Oh, shit.
I feel like that's real, though.
Yeah, real bullshit. It's going to give me like extra brain cancer.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know.
Serino,
I feel like
you-
if it was really EMF blocker, your phone wouldn't work.
you brought up pseudoscience. Like, what other kind of?
Speaking of pseudoscience, let's talk about your line of work.
No, not.
Are you
nah.
talking about solar? You better get the fuck out of here.
That's fucked up. That's
No, I was
fucked
talking
up.
about hypnosis.
Oh, you're talking about yourself. I thought you were talking about solar.
No, I was talking about myself.
Just a
the
bunch of
solar-
fucking
the solar
scam
too.
artists over here.
I was gonna say, you get people saying you're pseudoscience all the time.
Well, yeah, they just say like hypnosis isn't real, and
Yeah, but you
mainly
have
they
s-
think I'm gonna make them quack like a duck, or pretend they're pregnant or something.
You have so many like testimonials though, of people who you've helped.
Oh yeah. It's crazy because I get literally thousands of DMs and emails every single month of people who have watched my videos and like tell me the real tangible results that they're getting. So I don't do the funny stuff. Sometimes we do like silly things and whatnot, but mainly is to relieve anxiety and things like that. But a lot of people, hypnosis gets a bad rap.
Yeah, I
You-
mean,
you automatically think something It's funny.
It sounds like a circus trick.
Yeah.
When you use the word hypnosis.
Yeah.
But you've been using, what's the term you use instead?
I just use subconscious reprogramming.
That sounds way sexier.
Yeah.
When you say you do funny things, though, what were the funny things you were saying?
Well, like if I used to go out to the bar and stuff, and so it was like hypnotize me, I'd like make them forget their name or like stick their hand to their head or something.
You can make someone forget their name?
Yeah, I can make you think I'm like Drake or something. Yeah. We'll have to do it one day on the
I'm
show.
Wait,
what? I'm actually mad scared.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. People get scared. They think I'm like controlling their mind. It's not mind control.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you'll do whatever is aligned with what you want, right? So if someone wants to be hypnotized to lose weight, they'll lose weight. If they want to be hypnotized to do something funny, like quack like a duck, well, that's what's going to happen.
Can you convince him that you're Taylor Swift?
I could. We should do that one day.
What's wrong with 2 day?
2 days?
You guys want to see a clip of the Mac guy Max making a girl forget her name?
Oh, yeah, Max. Yeah, Max is cool. Max,
Yeah.
what's his last name?
That's it.
Wait,
Drifts
why
away
aren't
into
you
the
fucking
night
doing it
sky, into the
live?
black.
It's
You
not
can no
on the
longer
TV.
see your name, and in fact, it's gone from your mind. You no longer remember your own name. It's completely wiped away. And the harder you try to remember it, the more impossible it becomes. I'm Max. What's your name? Try to find it. Notice you can't.
Yeah, so this is all very real. This is... Like, she really can't...
This
remember
is
everything.
real.
Yeah, very real. But she was already hypnotized before this clip started.
You don't know.
So she was put into a state of hypnosis and then given suggestion that basically told her mind to forget her name temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, break that down.
So is the real cause of that there that you're somehow just stopping their conscious brain and allowing it to just go straight to their subconscious?
Yeah, so we all have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind, right?
Mhm.
Everybody kind of understands this conceptually. But you can't cut open your brain and see where each one is, but we do know there's different parts of the brain responsible for both. So your prefrontal cortex, now we're getting bogged down to the neuroscience, but your prefrontal cortex is like responsible for your conscious analytical thought that we're using right now. Your subconscious mind is like the reptilian part of your brain from an evolutionary standpoint. So when you're in a state of hypnosis, you're relaxing the prefrontal cortex, so your critical faculty is lowered. So when someone gives you a suggestion, like you're going to forget your name, it goes in very literally from a neurological perspective. It's only temporary. It'll never stick, something like that. Like things that are against reality or like your morals, if it's in a fun setting, it'll stick for a little bit. But, even if
Define a little bit, like what kind of time frame?
like 5-10 minutes, like as long as they were doing that bit, if she went back out and he didn't say anything to her after that, she would eventually remember her name in probably 15-20 minutes. Yeah.
Bro, that is so wild.
Yeah.
I just can't even understand.
You should put, one day, I don't know, today or whatever, you should put like the CIA documents on like hypnosis and stuff. That stuff's wild. But
You've done extensive research, I assume?
I do take my job seriously.
No, but I mean on the CIA. Like, do you use that for work?
No, I'm not a big conspiracy guy at all. But, when the CIA and stuff is using modalities like this, it makes you wonder about the efficacy of it. It must be, pretty valid,
Do you think there's actually programming in the TV that we watch? And
There's programming everywhere. Marketing's programming, right? What that
But do you
that
think-
cup is hypnotizing you right now with the messaging and the marketing on it.
it's Drake.
Why did you order that?
Protein,
Okay, well, why'd you order that specific one?
because it's delicious. and I
Do you
love peanut
think you
butter.
made a conscious decision to order that?
I think I did,
Okay, why did you make that decision though?
because I wanted protein.
Because of your past experiences that you were pre-programmed with, and you made that decision. You thought it was conscious, but it wasn't, because you're preconditioned to enjoy that flavor and that and that protein.
Oh, because I've been programmed.
Yeah, based on your what you like and what you don't like
Okay,
up until today.
that makes sense.
So like when you call and order a pepperoni pizza with, jalapenos or whatever, you think you're deciding that, but you're only deciding that because you already like pepper, like you already have programs up there that have predetermined your decisions.
I get that.
Tony.
No, but it's kind of a crazy way to think of it. Like, you think you just do what you like, but it's
We're on
like,
autopilot.
but
Everybody's
it's
on
all
autopilot
programmed.
all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
They say 91% of your thoughts are the exact same as you had the day before.
Exactly.
And it's like somewhere around 100,000 thoughts.
Yeah, and that's why you got to audit your thoughts
Okay.
constantly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the efficient way to go about everything, though. It's like how your brain would operate most efficiently.
Hold up,
is-
though. We're going to stay on that topic right there. Audit your thoughts, because that was a bar. And I have that conversation all the time, talking about auditing your thoughts. I heard this the other day. A guy was saying practice makes perfect. And he was saying that's bullshit. all of us practice speech every day. All we ever do is talk. We all talk. But some of us talk really good and some of us talk like shit. And he was saying the difference is that I audit and analyze what I do after I'm done speaking. And I pay, did I say here? Did I do this sentence twice? Did I make this point concise enough? And then you audit yourself, and then magically you become better. So it's the same for thoughts, you're saying, yes?
Yeah, and I like to say practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect, right? And so you have to constantly be refining, and reiterating on your experience. And so your thoughts are one of those things. Your thoughts are a byproduct of your subconscious programming. And so someone who's prone to negative thoughts, they've thought like that for a long time. And the more you think negative, the more negative experiences you find, right? It's like a lot on TikTok right now, everybody's talking about the red car theory, right? And if I asked you how many red trucks you passed yesterday, you'd be like, I don't know. But if I paid you $100 for every car you pointed out tomorrow, every red truck, you'd see all those red trucks.
We should try that.
Yeah.
Pay me $100.
Tony, I want to know if you think that it's possible for you to be made to forget your name. Do you think that's possible for you?
I'm a believer. Yeah.
I think so.
Anthony's very convincing. I wouldn't believe it if I saw that video standalone, but now that I watched it with him.
It's all about wanting it to happen, right? Like it would be like me telling Zach to like raise his arm right now. He could choose to raise his arm or not. Like it's up to him, right? So if I exactly, like maybe I just hypnotize him and lift his arm because he did it. It's suggestion, right? So
The guy Max Major went over to who's the guys the stream yeah Zach, you like those guys, right? The streamers.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
All right, let's see this one.
Zach, you like dudes, right?
Sure.
Zach just made a fucking video about talking about buying cologne because the guy said he made cologne. So I'm just saying, like.
But hold up 1 second. Let's stay on the topic. It wasn't because of him. It was because homie had 100 colognes. So I said, oh, he must know his colognes pretty well.
You got programmed.
If they had facts, 100%. But it was one of those shows where it's like, what do you carry on you every day? 10 essentials. And he had 150 colognes. And then he said, this one's my favorite. I said, oh, he's got 150. He must have a good idea of what's good and what's bad. So I bought the cologne. But anyway, I had to argue my point there. So because I don't.
You like those guys.
Yeah, because I like those guys.
Anthony, do you think there's anything to this point of like, what do you think is like more convincing? Like the subtlety of like the Smoothie King product branding, or like someone literally telling you, like an influencer telling you, just buy this product?
Depends. Authority is big, right? So if you have a lot of authority online, people are going to take what you say much more literally and be more influenced by it. Doctors have a lot of authority. So if you go into if you go to a doctor's office and they tell you that you're sick and this procedure is going to be painful, well, you know damn well it's going to be painful because they've just implanted that suggestion. There's actually a whole industry of like clean language for medical professionals. Because you have to be very careful when someone's in like a trauma response or going through something painful. You have to be really careful what you're saying because one, you're an authority figure as the medical professional, and two, their mind is already searching for suggestion because they're in a moment of pain and trauma, and so yeah.
I think it's a shame that we don't understand the power of our minds. I'm reminded from what you just said about this story, this guy, and this might seem a little off topic, but it just speaks to the power of your own brain. There's a story of this guy who locked himself in a freezer and he thought it was on. It was off. He died of hypothermia.
This is a true story?
True story. Look it up. He died of hypothermia.
I don't know.
It was 65 degrees because he convinced himself that it was freezing cold in there.
I've never heard of that.
He would have been fine.
I got to look that up.
Google that shit.
Yeah, Google. That's interesting. That's.
I feel like stuff like that.
I'll make a video on that later.
It's crazy.
Stuff like that's common.
You hear about you know about the research study with the rats that they drowned? You ever hear this one?
Yeah, they put him, the hope. It's about hope.
Did we talk about that last time or no?
No, I just happen to know it from something else, but go on. It's actually
I haven't heard
super
it, so go ahead.
interesting.
So researchers took a bunch of rats and they drowned them in this tub to see how long they would last just in this water, not able to get out. They lasted, I don't know, it was like 2.5 minutes or something like that before they drowned. And what they did is, knowing that, they took a new group of rats, they put them in the same tub, and knowing that they were going to die on average around 2.5 minutes later, right before that time was up, they would take them out, that second group of rats, and they would nurse them back to health, dry them off. Then what happened is they put that same group of rats that they saved back in the water, and they tracked how long they were able to stay alive.
Guess how long they stayed alive.
Guess how long?
I don't remember exactly.
I don't either.
I'm not kidding you. I think
it
it was like 24 hours.
Yeah,
they tread water for 24 hours because they have hope.
Yeah,
they think they're like, oh, they're going to come any second.
So because they had the knowledge now of the possibility of surviving, they were able to. So imagine if people brought their awareness to the possibility of themselves succeeding, or making money, or
Yeah.
You'll
so
hold
like,
out.
let's talk about how we can do things in our regular life, and what kind of thoughts we need to understand. Like every thought that we've ever had has been given to us by something. Like you said, it's a programming. Like I'm not enough, or oh, I'm too young to do this, or oh, whatever. It's always been given to us by something. But the crazy part is, we can change it at any moment. And I think the general populace of society doesn't actually believe that you can change your thought.
Definitely. And I think the issue is, though, there's a push for like affirmations, positive thinking, vision boards, and all this kind of stuff, and especially like the manifestation community, and even in the general personal development world, is like visualize your success. And that's all fine and dandy, but the analogy I always give is like having your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time, right? All that stuff is foot on the gas type work. But if you have your foot on the brake in the form of self-doubt, insecurity, fear, where you're going to be spinning your wheels, you're going to feel stuck. So that's where things like hypnosis, meditation, all these other subconscious modalities come in, so you can remove, your foot from that brake.
Do you believe that's the best way to eliminate self-doubt? Hypnosis?
I've tried it, as they say, I've tried it all. I mean, for nearly a decade, and hypnosis seems to be the fastest way, because hypnosis is a process and a state. So the state's important, like the state of the brain state that you go in to make these changes is the most important aspect of this. And hypnosis is just a process by which you can get into that state quickly. So.
Got it. Okay.
I don't know how deep down that rabbit hole you want.
No, I'm just thinking, because like I had certain beliefs and thoughts when I first got into sales and I first started doing business that didn't serve me, and I changed them over time from reading books and listening to podcasts and stuff. But I feel like if I look back on it now that we're talking, a lot of times you kind of are in that state of like almost meditative hypnosis kind of being, where it's like I'm driving, listening to a podcast, and he says something and I go, holy fuck, what did he just say? And I go back and listen to it like 2 times. And then I start to tell myself that consciously. And then all of a sudden I have that belief now, and I go to work on proving it to myself.
And what you were experiencing, and too, you also leverage repetition, right? When we were in high school, we were using flashcards and stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's important. So imagine what you learned doing the podcast and the books and all that over days, weeks, and months and years. You can consolidate that with hypnosis by leveraging those subconscious processes. So
I need to book a session.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, I wish I could really get it across to people how powerful it is. And look, I'm not the epitome of health. I'm not like the most successful person, but if you saw me 5 years ago, you wouldn't even recognize me. But not just physically, but like I'm not even the same dude. Like I was scared to get on airplanes. I would go to the doctor because I thought I was dying of cancer every day, and I was scared to talk to girls and things like that. Scared to put myself out there on social media, and now here I am, 1 million followers on social media, married, successful. And I'm not saying that to brag. It's just
hypnotize. Can you hypnotize me to stop cursing?
I can only make people do something they want to do.
No, I want to stop cursing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a habit that you've built, right? So, and it's also probably tied to who you are, your identity, funny guy, type of thing, So it's tough, especially if it's part of your identity and who you are.
Let's say I wanted to. How do I go about it? I come see you.
Yeah.
We start doing sessions.
So there's usually a benefit to every program you have, every habit, every belief, every fear. Your mind has a benefit to it. So you get something out of cursing. Even if you're not conscious.
It makes my point come across stronger that's what I think it does.
Exactly.
When you add fuck to a sentence, it gives it a little
oomph,
but it really doesn't.
Yeah. So then you would have to convince your mind, and this is what we do in a session, that there's another way to get your point across that's even more effective than cursing.
Speaking more articulate.
So you know that consciously, but it's about aligning the subconscious processes and patterns that are
you doing it right now?
I've already done it. Wide awake.
Yo, I'm tripping, bro. I don't know if you're joking or not.
You could choose to let go of those words. Like, it's up to you. Like, it's not up to me.
Did you just do something to me? I feel like I'm getting fiddled with.
I mean, Tony, you got to log on to Anthony's lives, bro. He's got thousands of people on his live.
Let's talk about
I just reached out to Kick. I don't know much about Kick, but I was like, yo, Give me one of those contracts y'all are talking about, because I get like 2,000 to 3,000 people on live on TikTok every night.
Can you tell us about Kick? What's Kick?
I don't know. It's like Twitch.
It's a
like
streaming platform.
Oh, okay.
But Aiden Ross is like he's got like 30% in it. He was saying
he's got a
something.
massive contract.
But they're paying people millions of dollars just to switch over to their platform. They're basically giving streamers now like a salary to go.
Yeah. They're
trying to grow their whole platform.
It's a 360
grow
deal.
their platform. Yeah, they're trying to grow
It's a
their
deal.
platform.
It's like being signed to a label.
I mean,
Sign
the
me up.
streamers are making crazy money. There's sick money in that now. So
Yeah, I'm totally open about like money transparent. Like I do like.
Let's talk about your numbers real quick. Like as far as viewership first, what does it look like now? Because you've been growing rapidly. Last time we saw you was 7-8 months ago.
Yeah, something like maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
And you weren't even doing lives back then.
I wasn't.
When did this start?
So I was doing lives. I think we talked about this before we started rolling. Was the closer I got to my goals, the further away I got from what started getting me there. And so when I first was on TikTok and social media, I was like, you know what? I got to post consistently. I got to go live consistently. So I was going live every single day for 90 days straight the first time. And then I went from 0 to like 400,000 followers in that time frame. And then I got complacent and I stopped going live because I was still making money. I was getting a bunch of clients from my organic content and whatnot. And then recently I was like, I'm working so much. I'm seeing so many one-on-one clients, this and that. And I was like, there's got to be different levers to pull. And so I was doing some of my modalities and techniques that I use, and all of a sudden I just got myself motivated to do live again. And now anytime I go live, 3 to 5K for a couple hours. And like it's also for me selling my products and knowing how to market and sell and
there's a big turnover rate on live, right?
As far as how many people come and go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
no, as many people I'm sure you're sending them somewhere to purchase your.
Yeah, it's actually not. It's anywhere from like 3 to 5% conversion. It's not terrible.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah. It probably could be better, obviously it could always be better.
Yeah.
do a lot of people on TikTok do that? Go live? And
it's the new
sell
thing.
the product?
You have to go live.
Yeah.
It's growing your content. Selling. The thing is, most people go live and they think that's going to make them money. Like people think because I have 1 million followers, I have all this money from TikTok. No, I get like $1,000 a month from views. And I get millions of views. All the money has come from creating products and pushing my followers to that product.
Right.
And really not just pushing them, but my whole philosophy is like provide as much value as possible for free. So they're like, oh, what else is this dude going to do when I pay him? You know what I mean? How much more is he going to do for me if I actually buy his stuff or like do one-on-one with him? So, but live is, you have to be going live.
It's interesting. That seems to be what like a lot of people are doing right now. Like I literally just came back from Andy Elliott 4 days ago. And like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, all his sales training is online.
Yeah.
I could just go listen to it.
Yeah.
But
everybody should
I
have
went
a
to go see him.
digital product. I'm convinced. Like,
Me too.
even if you teach, I don't know if you guys teach people how to start solar things and whatnot, but I don't know.
I
do that.
You do know.
Yeah.
And always like the question I always ask myself is not how can I make more money, but how can I make the amount of money that I'm comfortable with faster? So everybody says they want to go from like 10K a month to 50K a month, but there's a lot of resistance and like limiting beliefs around 50K for a lot of people per month. So I just started asking myself, how can I make 10 or 20K faster? I know it seems like a subtle shift.
Let me ask you this question. Why do you think when you get closer to your goals, I feel like everyone does that. Why do you think when people get closer to their goals, they start to work less and they start to stop doing what they did that got them there?
I mean,
Because we see it all the time.
Yeah, you get complacency. You get comfortable, and if you're comfortable, you're safe, right? From a survival standpoint, if you're safe, you're surviving, and that's all your mind really cares about is your survival.
The lizard brain.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I miss when I was working because I had to
high.
like, not like I don't have to work, but what I mean is like I had to like, I needed a check immediately. That'll motivate you.
It becomes a lot harder when you're not.
It's kind of
when you
cliche,
have
but you
the
really
money
got to
sitting
find
in
your
your account.
why. You got to like it's cliches are cliche for a reason because they're true, and that's why everybody talks about clarity. Everybody talks about finding your why. It's a must. So